throw it under duress. It's not as good as a throw as he'd like. Opportunities there, but you know what? Nice play by South Hadley. Stop on downs. This might be the first time we've seen somebody get stopped today.
Yeah, good job by the defense there. So it'll be 1st and 10 on their own 25-yard line for the Tigers. And they run the ball right up the middle as they've been doing all game long. It's that Riley Villeneuve on the carry for the Tigers, and it gets about 2 yards. It'll set up a 2nd down and 7 or 8 around there.
And now let's see what South Hadley does with this opportunity right now. They were able to stop Wahconah, and let's see what they're able to do now.
Talk about the toughness factor now too, Wiggy. It's getting cold out. Second half of the ball game. The adrenaline is kind of fading a little bit. Now, what drives you here if you're these two teams?
Well, what drives you here is technique. And understanding the situation.
Well, there you go. Running room and on the right side, responding exactly how you would want is TJ Fitzel, as he does a nice job breaking to the right side. Good technique, as you just described, Wiggy, and he gives them a 1st down to South Hadley at the 44-yard line.
You're going to see the inside handoff. You're going to see the pull. Good job. Good job. Run after the first contact. Nice. There's run after another initial contact. Good job. And I think, like we talked about, that's the biggest thing. When you get in a situation like this, it's getting cold. The night's getting down. It's getting a little frosty out there. It's all about technique.
Yeah, good timing, good technique, and again, getting it all near midfield for the Tigers goes Fitzel.
Good job.
A couple nice back-to-back runs there for TJ, the junior running back, 5'11", 165 pounds, has run for 819 yards and 14 touchdowns on the season, and he's a highly recruited lacrosse player and a basketball player as well, Wiggy.
And I tell you what, you're looking at the South Hadley offense. They're starting to do a couple different misdirections. You're seeing that reverse pivot out of the quarterback. There it is again.
Rondo with the give, and there it is again. Straight up the middle. It was Fitzel, I believe.
I think it was, might have been Villeneuve on the play.
Yes, Villeneuve with the mixture there. We'll mix it up a little bit. But getting back to Fitzel, I don't think people realize it. You were a great basketball player in high school at East Boston.
Yeah, I was pretty decent. I was able to hold my own. We were able to win a state championship back in 1992. But you see a lot of...
Could you dunk?
I could. But you see a lot of...
I couldn't.
Well, hey, we all can't jump. Right, but you see a lot of these kids nowadays, very talented, multi-sport athletes, and that helps them in other sports. Basketball helped me in football because it kind of just helped with my hands. So,
Sean Rondo run out of bounds there by Ethan Wells. Yeah, I mean, and you played in the Garden. That was a big thrill. And you talked to the kids. All these teams came here to a breakfast on Thursday at Gillette Stadium, and you were the featured speaker, talking about, winning a Super Bowl with the Patriots. You said playing in the Garden was one of your biggest thrills growing up.
Well, because as a young kid, somebody who's in high school, you look up to some of these teams. But for me, it was the Celtics, and for them, it's obviously the Patriots, and now almost over the top. And for these kids to play at Gillette, where I know every Sunday, every one of these kids are turning their TV on and watching the Patriots, watching Brady, Gronkowski, and, looking up to these guys. And now they have the opportunity, like I said, to play on the same field as those guys and be able to say, you know what, I was able to play there, and it was a great experience, great accomplishment. And it's for, like you said, and it's for the championship.
Sean Rondo tried to connect with Anthony Bullock there, couldn't, just a little bit overthrown. Sets up a 3rd down and 8 situation on the 43-yard line of Wahconah as we wind down here in the 3rd quarter. South Hadley trailing by 3 with 2.5 to go. Back to pass goes Rondo on a big 3rd down play. They pass it out complete left side, taking over the 40 down inside the 40-yard line, but not going to be enough for the 1st down on the play. The pass was complete to Villeneuve, and Cameron Taylor stepped in, and Jordan Fisk stepped in and made a nice defensive play for Wahconah.
Good job by Wahconah. You saw South Hadley come out in a trips to the right. They had a wide trips bunch, and they tried to run it. They try to run a screen back to the other side. They came out. They weren't fooled by it. Good job.
4th and 5 on the Wahconah 40-yard line. These teams go for it, and they're going to do it here. South Hadley's going to go for it. Rondo pass thrown just over the outstretched hands of Anthony Bullock, and they'll turn it over on down. So much offense back and forth in this 1st half, and in this game, we have back-to-back possessions where both teams go for it on 4th down and can't convert.
You see it a little bit high. Just can't get his hands on it. A little bit high, but there's a little pressure there. There's a little pressure by Wahconah. Guy gets in the throwing lane right there. You know what? Good job by Wahconah. they bended, but they didn't break. And I think that's the one thing that you're starting to see defensively from both sides of the football is that, you know, maybe we're bending a little bit, but we're not breaking.
Darryl Brown with the coverage on the play, so it'll be a 1st and 10 on the own 40-yard line for Wahconah. Wahconah leading 24-21, under 2 to go in the 3rd quarter. Grogan give over the left-hand side, carried by Wells, gets out to about the 45-yard line. A gain of 5. It'll be 2nd down and 5 for the Warriors.
There we go. We see that toss play again. Wahconah starting to go to that toss play, motion a man over to the left side of the line, toss to left. We're starting to see a little bit, kind of, you want to look for some things, you know, offensively that they kind of start doing over and over. If that's what South Hadley has to do on defense, is saying, hey, what are they doing? What's working well for them? So now we got to try to combat and take that away from them.
Brian Hetty, the senior defensive back on the stop for South Hadley, give over the right side to Wells. He's pursued, gets by that hook over midfield and into South Hadley territory, and another 1st down for Wahconah. They do a nice job there.
Yeah, and they do a tremendous job, and it's all about formation here. It's these two guys right here. The other time they were on this side and ran, but now they run it that way. Good job by Wahconah. Formation, getting outside, getting to the edge, good blocks by everybody. It's about recognizing formation. You're seeing Wahconah doing some different things, loading up to one side and running tosses that way.
1st and 10 in South Hadley territory at the 47-yard line for the Warriors. We wind it down here in the 3rd quarter. Give nowhere. What a block of defenders was Wells, and he was knocked down by big number 79 Joshua Hooper. Comes in at 6'7", 315 pounds.
Man, that's a big kid right there.
What are you? Are you that?
No.
I know you're not 6'7", but
no, I wish I was.
What did you play at? What was your weight when you played at?
I was probably about 6'2", 230. I wasn't that big. 6'7". That's a big boy in the middle right there.
Yeah. Would you like to feed him if you're his parents?
It's like Nate Solder down there playing.
It really does.
Line.
And he's smiling. You love to see that.
Yeah.
Look at the faces on these kids.
Yeah.
And that tells it all. He's just smiling, having fun on a Saturday night at Gillette Stadium.
Hey, we're smiling up here. We're having a ball too.
2nd and 8.
Good job.
Wells goes left and he gets knocked down again. So the defense, Wiggy, starting to step up on both teams here in the 2nd half.
And I think that's what you're starting to see now.
There you go. That's the end of the 3rd quarter. We've got 1 quarter left to go. It's been a good one. Wahconah by 3. Who wins this Division II Western Mass Super Bowl? We'll find out when we come back.
No one said living healthy was easy. See all the ways Tufts Health Plan helps keep you healthy at tuftshealthplan.com.
This holiday season, Eastern Bank is inviting everyone, big and small, to support Toys for Tots. So, just bring a new unwrapped toy to any Eastern Bank branch before December 17th, and let's give a real boost to the kids who need it most.
This holiday season, you could just stay at home, or you could do this. This season, upgrade your holidays with Blue Man Group. For tickets and gift certificates, call 1-800-BLUE-MAN or visit blueman.com.
been a good one. We got 1 quarter left to go. Dan Roach, Jermaine Wiggins here on MyTV 38. MIAA Super Bowl action. Western Mass Division II. Wahconah leading South Hadley 24-21. Big third down situation here for the South Hadley Tigers.
Yeah, we've seen a tremendous game today. We've seen two teams that have done a tremendous job running the football, and we saw two teams have great ball security throughout the day. I don't think we've seen one ball on the ground yet.
And I say South Hadley because each defense has stepped up here in this second half. We'll see if South Hadley can do it again as Wahconah tries to get a first down in Tiger territory. Back to pass goes Grogan. Throws right side just off the hands of Jordan Fisk, the senior captain, who made arguably the catch of the day. Just couldn't come up with it there.
And you're going to see a very well executed design play. A fake comes out. You see the tight end rolling that coming out to the flat. Yeah, just got to make that catch there. I know he's wanting that one back because we know he's got tremendous hands. We've seen him make the great catch down the middle of the field.
Yeah, in the first half, to end the first half, that was a huge part of the game for Wahconah, which leads by 3 as we start the fourth quarter. A big play again. Fourth down, we've seen now Wahconah go for it, not make it. We've seen South Hadley go for it on fourth down, not make it, and here we go again. Today on the day, Wahconah 2 of 3 on fourth down conversions. Here we go, Grogan calling signals, fourth down and call it 7 on the 45-yard line of South Hadley, and it's going to be a little punt, a little quick kick. Pooch punt, and it rolls beautifully. If they can get to it, Wahconah won't be able to, but a nice thought there. Would have pinned them down inside the 20, but they'll get it at the 20-yard line. Big play almost there by Wahconah, but it's been a big play day for the Wahconah Warriors, and let's take a look at a critical time here to end the first half.
Well, here's the quick kick. Here's the Pooch punt.
Yep.
And that's what you're seeing right there. But here you go. Now here's a key play. Looking at right there, not a fumble. It's ruled an incomplete pass. South Hadley recovers. Next couple plays later, down the middle of the field to the tight end. Big catch, which ultimately leads to this touchdown right here. And that series right there all started with that incomplete pass that was called.
Last series before the first half, and it got Wahconah going. And speaking of getting going, South Hadley going out near over the 40-yard line, but a flag down on the play as South Hadley did a nice job. Brian Shippey on the run, but looks like it may come back. Let's get the call.
If holding on the offense during the run, 10-yard penalty, repeat first down.
I'll tell you what, we haven't seen many penalties. We haven't seen many turnovers. It's been a clean game.
Hey, you're going to see a little bit of misdirection. Can't really see where they call the holding. But, you know, plays like that, you know, those hurt your drives. Those definitely hurt your drives. You get a nice big run out of it, and you have to bring it back. But, you know, you just got to be disciplined. Remember when we talked about, you know, weather's getting cold, you know, you're tired, you've been playing a long time. What do you need to do? It's about technique. You got to be disciplined with your technique.
All right, it's still first down, but the ways to go here for South Hadley. On the carry goes TJ Fitzdell, and he gets knocked down by Wahconah.
Big hit on that play by number 62. I'll tell you what, that was a big hit.
Matthew Brostak.
That was a nice hit. He got a linebacker name right there, huh?
Yeah.
That's a linebacker name. Look at it, watch. You see him right here, spin, here he comes. Nice, good job. Ooh. That's a big hit.
Drove it.
That's one of those linebacker names.
Brostak.
Brostak.
B-R-Z-O-S-T-E-K. There you have it.
Like Bednarik.
Yeah, that's a lot to say. Back to pass goes South Hadley, and it is incomplete.
Try a quick screen right there.
Getting off the hands of Anthony Bullock. And we've got a third and long situation set up here now for South Hadley.
And you're seeing the defense is starting to get a little bit more tight on both sides of the football here. Wahconah's defensively, they're tightening up a little bit. I know they gave up that run earlier in the drive, but it ended up coming back on a penalty. Now South Hadley's moved. They've been pushed back, and they're not really able to get that momentum back. So it's a big third and long right here. Let's see what South Hadley does with it.
1 of 3 on third downs. Quarterback Sean Rondo will take the snap here. Looks, has time, fires the ball over the middle, and it is caught. But getting to the 25-yard line, maybe near the 28-yard line, and close to the first down.
Nice job by Bullock. Anthony Bullock on the play right there.
Catches the play, but again sets up another 4th and short situation here.
Now what do you do here? This is critical situation. I know you was telling me you're going to see it here. You're going to see Rondo throw a nice pass right there, throw and catch. Good job.
And Grogan with the tackle.
I know you're telling me.